Hi guys, it's Thursday night, October 4th, um, and I know I'm the roller coaster guy, but tonight's super positive. The rain's gone. In fact, I'm so confident that the rain is gone from the rest of this journey that I gave my ponchos one rip, so I only had two left. I gave them to a couple of, I don't know if they were homeless or needy, but a couple of folks I saw on the streets today. I don't know what they have, but I gave one each to them, keep them dry if need be. That's how confident I am that it's going to be nothing but sunshine from here on out. Met some amazing people today, but most of all, it was a day where my mind was racing outside the box again. And then something just happened within the last half hour. If you've been following me from the beginning, you know that I've got a couple of things that I think are somewhat unique. One of which I didn't know was unique, but I have the ability to close my eyes and not just remember a situation, but relive the moment in my mind, the feeling. And it's great when it's good, and it's awful when it's bad. And but on this journey, I've had moments where I'll never ever forget the rest of my life, as long as that is, where I was, what I was doing, what I felt in that moment. And I had one of those moments about 20 minutes ago. And yes, it involved Phil Vassar. I know I got a man crush, I get it. But on this journey, back in Oklahoma City, Chase, the manager at the AC Brown Hotel, gave me a little care package, and one of them was earbuds. And I haven't used the earbuds on the road because I kind of want to hear. And I usually don't play music until recently. Well, I'm here in town, and I was cranking up a Phil Vassar song. And man, when you have music full blast in your ears, it's even so much more powerful. And the weather's perfect, and I was already on a high from the day. I was already on a high from the day because of the people I met, and knowing I'm 3 weeks away from today, at this time, hopefully, I'll be walking into a hotel in Los Angeles, California, 3 miles from the Santa Monica Pier to end this journey. My brother just texted me something that's hysterical. Maybe I'll put it in the book. I can't even tell you about it right now. Screw it, I can tell you about it right now. So, my brother's a chef, and he's phenomenal. Um, his food is unbelievable. Along with being a chef, he's always been a very good artist. Well, part of my thoughts today have been about the future of Point to Film Journey, and I'm not gonna share it with you, but I will talk about it. But anyway, I reached out to him about something, and I asked him how many of his recipes did he have actually written down. I don't know how that works. I don't know if chefs it needs a little of this and a little of that, or is it written down? So I asked him. Well, when I was about 17 years old, he was going to culinary school, and he wanted to cook something for me and my mom and make it special. And the best way I could explain it to you is it was a little cup of rice, and on top of the rice was crab meat, and on top of it was this kind of soft-boiled, sunny-side up egg. And I know through watching a lot of the cooking shows that egg is a big thing in ingredient and texture and color and all that stuff. But man, I can't do sunny side up eggs and snotty looking eggs. I like them over medium. If you're ever going to order me eggs, I like the yolk, but I like it over medium. I like it dry. Well, he made this for us, and I teased him about it for years because, you know, you basically crush the yolk. I guess that's part of it, is that the yolk and all the slime slides down to the rice and the crab meat, and it's supposed to be delectable. Well, man, I never let anything go, and I've punished him for years about that recipe because he makes some phenomenal stuff, and I give him props for the phenomenal stuff. But that recipe, but here's the freaky thing. Years later, and this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, which is a good 25 years after he made this recipe, so he put up with this for 25 years. I'm watching, I love to watch Chopped on the Cooking Channel or whatever that's called, and there was another show. And anyway, the recipe they made was that dish. Like, that was what it was supposed to be. And I thought he invented it, and it was just a bad invention. So I called him up, and I had to give him his props that it just wasn't my taste, but apparently people like that stuff. So if you like snotty eggs over crab meat and rice, there's a recipe out there for it. But so anyway, I was talking to him about some recipes of things that I've got as I'm getting ideas for the book. And he just texted me on the phone with you guys. He goes, "Do you want the one with the egg on the crab meat recipe?" So I'm sorry for being a little goofy. That's my own personal inside joke, but I guess it's not inside, it's not personal, but I wanted to share that with you. So anyway, had a great day today, and had one of these epiphanies, but what I was getting at was I'm able to relive moments, and I've had several on this journey. I mean, more than several. But I just had one now it's about 40 minutes ago. Have my earbuds in. I'm cranking Phil Vassar. And I played a song, one of his newer songs, called American Soul. And just listen to it, guys, trust me, all right? It talks from sea to shining sea, it talks about walking across the country, it talks about little different things. Kind of heard it differently this time, because it's kind of, you know, what I'm doing. And then he talked about in a big old Super Bowl of American Soul. And I remember last night, one of our family members gave us 5 songs to listen to, and she said food for the soul. And I never realized what music is. So I had that in my mind as I'm here talking about American soul and what our country is and what I've seen so far. And I had it blasted in my ears, and I'm singing out loud walking down the street because I went to the mini mart to get something to drink. And I didn't care who heard me. It was just a great moment for me personally. Cloudless sky, Arizona, Phil Vassar cranking in the earbuds, remembering the songs from yesterday, and I just had that moment that I will never ever forget. The moment, like I'll never hear American Soul by Phil again in the same way. And I love that. I love to have those memories. I have so many with my kids. I picked up some rocks. I have a quarter in my bag. I'll never forget the quarter from Tucumcari. I got so many things on this journey that I'll never ever forget the moment. As an inside, I'll tell you about the quarter from Tucumcari because I'm an idiot and I got nothing else to do. I literally was walking to a family's home that invited me for dinner for the night, and I had to cross over this bridge, but I had to pee. And so here I am in Tucumcari. I went off the road by this garage shed, and I was peeing. I'm sorry. And as I peeing, I looked down and see the shiny quarter there. So I'll always relive the moment I was peeing in Tucumcari when I pick up that quarter. So you guys need to know that. I know Miss Pat's right now saying TMI and texting that to me probably. But anyway, so I had one of those moments. But what I want to get to, the message for the night, along with the great stuff, is this, guys. I'm 3 weeks away. I feel good. Mentally, I'm good. I got Flagstaff up ahead. Flagstaff is a mountain. Remember my journey in the first week, the mountains weren't so good to me. But we're going to find a way to get through it. I talked to my kids earlier. I got them involved in some stuff. But here's what I wanted to share with you guys. The PTT journey is going to continue. It's not going to end. There's going to become a business out of this. I've invited some of you to share in that business with me. I haven't invited all of you yet, but that time may come because now there's less slots, but I still have about 32 slots filled, 32 slots open. But I'm telling you guys, if you believe me and believe in me, I've never been more compelled to do anything in my life. And the ideas are just coming out of me, and they're all real. I'm not a wind blower. I'm not here to blow wind up your ass and tell you, you know, this and that. You may think that, but I'm not. I've got people consulting. I've got people that want to help. I've got people that want to support the message. But there's more I'm adding to the plate that's going to make us a success. And I want people to come along for the ride and be part of the success. I'm talking to my partners tonight, this weekend rather. I'm going to roll some stuff out next weekend. Next week. Some of you were on a call with me. Some of you bought in completely. Some of you said, I'd love to buy in, I just can't. And some of you said, hey, you're off your rocker. I understand all of those. I'm not trying to, you know, the way I like it is I have big plans for the after the walk. I really, truly do. And you can either doubt me like everybody did, thinking I wouldn't make it. You could